Welcome to the series of recordings about Masaaki Imai's legacy. Today, I'm in the studio with Rui Tenreiro, Senior Partner for Kaizen Institute Western Europe. Welcome to the podcast, Rui.
Thank you for having me. So, very happy to be here.
So Rui, let's start like I always do with my guests, trying to remember their first time with Masaaki Imai. So I'm going to do the same question to you. You recall the first time that you met with Mr. Imai?
Yes, I don't know the exact year, but it was 2007 or 8. At the time, we were working a lot with Sonai here in Portugal, in the stores and in the distribution centers, and he came, and I remember the impact he had in not only in the client, but in the consultants. So it was amazing because it was the first time that myself and a lot of us were really with him, and the way he talked with the people, his kindness, the simple way that he passed the message of what Kaizen is about, and so that stuck to my mind, of course, the first time. So it's something I remember perfectly, and it was very interesting.
And how many times you recall you met with him in all the years you've been in Kaizen, more or less?
I would say around 6 or 7, probably. I also had the pleasure to be with him in one or another project, okay. And then we met in some trips, and then when he came back to Portugal, and so it was, I would say, around probably 6.
Okay. So actually, it's interesting because you've met him, and you share with him some projects, visiting to clients, and applying the methodology. Yeah. I would say the authenticity of the methodology from him. But now I would like to ask you from the other side, you applied Kaizen in many companies during the lot of years that you've been in Kaizen Institute. How do you think that the authenticity of Kaizen is being applied nowadays in our clients in Portugal or in other countries?
Yes, so we try to preserve that authenticity, and it's not always easy to guarantee that we have it 100% in all our clients and in all the regions that we work. But we make an effort to do that. I would say that we try to make it very clear to the buyer or the potential client since day one what kind of company we are and what Kaizen is about. So we make it very, very clear that Kaizen is not about applying tools. Mm-hmm. Kaizen is a meta strategy for small, medium, large improvements. It is something that needs to be developed as a business model where we are developing capabilities but also getting results in a sustainable way. And so we try to make this very clear since day one. I would say that we make it clear that we are a hands-on approach company. We are not a traditional lean consulting training company, because there are a lot of those companies in the market and there is space for them. But we believe in the principle of learn by doing. So we need to engage with our clients. We need to work with the leaders of the company, and that's the best way to guarantee the authenticity. The thing that we also try to make clear for the leaders that are working with us is that they need to lead the change. So they really want to change. So I normally say it's like a weight loss. Everyone would like, or most of the people would like to lose weight, but only the people that really want to lose weight, in the end, they get the goals and they get the sustainable goals. And so if the leader wants change, but he is not willing to lead the change, but to delegate the change, then sooner or later he will have problems. And so by guaranteeing this, since we start discussing straight from the beginning, making clear of who we are and what we believe is the path and the model that they need to apply, I think that's a good way of guaranteeing. Not 100% because it's difficult, but we try to do it, and I think in most of our cases we are able to to get there.
And would you say that these are kind of the things that you try to pass also on to your clients, or what would be this kind of teachings from Imai that you've had that you try to, as top one, that you try to pass on to our clients nowadays?
I would say that the most important learnings are the walk the talk. So I normally say, if we really want to improve, we need to go to Gemba. We need to look at the data. We need to investigate and understand the data. And so if we are not able to do that in a structured way, we are going to have more difficulties in getting the results. But I think that the authenticity of going to Gemba, of looking for the waste, of involving the people, those are the more important things that we need to guarantee, so that we have the results and the development of the people.
And now, Rui, we've talked about how do we apply it in companies and how you are trying to pass this onto companies that you work with. But if I go to your person as Rui, how these teachings from Masaaki change also your life personally, of course, also professionally? What's the top things, would you say?
There are several things that I can remember. But I was in a project with Mr. Imai in Siberia in 2009, more or less. Very aggressive environment, -30, -40, process industry, and he was invited to do a sensei assessment 2 times a year. And so at the time, in a complex environment, we didn't speak the language, and so it was difficult to. I was wondering how he could turn around something which for me was also difficult, because the data was not clear, the people were not collaborating. And he taught me something, which was, when he got there, he continued to make things simple. So the most important thing for him was, okay, if we have a problem, let's understand the problem, let's go to Gemba, even if it's -40 degrees, and let's talk to the people that know more about the problem. And so we were all around creating charts and analyzing data, trying to create the action plans that we need. But the most important thing for him was keep calm, let's go and talk to the people, and in a very simple way ask the people, do you understand what we are trying to do? What have you done today to improve your work? What can the top manager do to help you? And most of the people were speechless. They did not expect this, especially the C-levels that were with us and with Mr. Imai. And so the learnings that he taught me was that no matter how complex a problem sometimes is, we need to break it down, we need to keep calm, and we need to keep to the basics, to the basics of problem solving, basically. Understand the problem, go to Gemba, try to look for the real data, and use the tools you have. And nowadays we have a lot of data, tools to help us, and involve the people in a good way. Another thing that that Kaizen and my professional life have taught me is that no matter how bright you are, if you don't involve the people in the right way, and if you are not humble enough to learn from them, by also not only by teaching but learn, that is very important for your life and for your personal and professional life. So respect the people. Learn from them, and sometimes not be afraid of going back because you understood that the other solution is maybe better.
I love these messages because they keep the authenticity very well of what Masaaki tried to pass on to us. And leaning into that, now I would like to go to the other side of the complexes and challenges that we have nowadays, from the simplicity that we are talking. And I'm talking about new trends that are happening nowadays, like digitalization, AI, amongst others. And my question really to finalize the podcast is that how nowadays, with all these challenges, actually Kaizen embraces all these things, but honoring this authenticity without losing this authenticity. How do you think?
I think we look at it as every trend or every change in the way the world is reacting. We try to see it as an opportunity. So we look at things when they are changing and when they seem not to be completely aligned with what most of people may think is what Kaizen is about, and we try to see that as an opportunity. And we have a lot of cases throughout the years when things change, we see it as opportunities, and in most of the times they are complementary, because Kaizen is a model that helps people to develop their processes, to improve their capabilities. And normally these trends are complementary to Kaizen. They are not contrary to Kaizen. The most paradigmatic example I can remember is when COVID struck. When COVID struck, everyone went home. We were all about being in gemba, we were all about being physical. And in a couple of months, we needed to reorganize ourselves to help clients in a new gemba and be with the people, learn by doing in a different way. Sure. And we developed tools that were so powerful to help people and the companies re-establish that after COVID came, we continue doing some of the things that before COVID we would never have thought we would do. And so the hybrid physical digital is something that today is much more present than it was before the COVID, and it continues to respect the Kaizen beliefs. The AI, which is a trend and everyone talks about, it's the present, it's the future. We know it's so complementary that we have our own AI division already. So we have the company brain, which is part of our bigger company, which is already with AI specialists and Kaizen specialists. So the people that work in AI in Kaizen have the Kaizen DNA. And they can never apply good solutions to our clients if they don't understand the problem, if they don't speak with the right data, and in the end the consultants, if they don't ask the right questions to the AI tools, then we don't get the most out of the AI, of AI. And so we see trends as an opportunity and how we can improve the results for our clients, basically.
Great. Rui, thank you so much for being here with me today, for sharing your insights and your memories with Masaaki Imai. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
To our audience, we will be having more recordings like this, so I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.